Every wreck I've seen had one thing in common. It wasn't speed, not bad pavement. One guy thought the other guy saw it. That assumption will get you hurt, or worse. I don't ride like traffic is fair. I don't ride like drivers are careful. And I don't ride like I'm owed anything. I ride like I'm invisible, because on South Carolina roads, most days I am. The state has one of the highest motorcycle fatality rates in the Southeast, higher than most of the country. If you ride along long enough, you either learn this the easy way or the hard way. This is how I ride, so I make it home. I ride like I'm invisible, not almost invisible, completely unseen. If I can't see a driver's eyes, I assume they don't see me. And even if I can see their eyes, I don't trust them. South Carolina consistently ranks near the top in motorcycle deaths per number of bikes registered. About 11 deaths per 10,000 registered motorcycles, well above the national average. That means riders in this region are more likely to die on two wheels than in lots of other states. Steel beats skin every time. Right away doesn't matter if you're dead. Being correct doesn't help you in the hospital bed. So I ride like nobody sees me, and I plan accordingly. Most drivers aren't out to get you. They're just distracted. Phones, kids, work stress, sun glare. Around here, a lot of drivers don't know how to share the road with a motorcycle, and it shows up in the numbers. Nationwide, nearly half of all fatal motorcycle crashes involve another vehicle turning left right in front of a bike. And locally, that same pattern shows up again and again in South Carolina wreck reports. I don't take it personal. I don't get mad. I don't lecture people on the road. Anger makes riders sloppy, and sloppy riders get hurt. I never sit beside a car, ever. I watch the front tires, not the turn signals. Tires tell the truth. At intersections, I expect the left turn first, every time. That's where most fatal bike versus car wrecks happen, both nationally and all over this state. I slow, I plan an escape route, I don't assume correctness. Intersections aren't neutral ground, they're danger zones. Most bad decisions start in the head, not the throttle, the ego. Watch this. I got it. I've done it before. Single bike, loss of control crashes make up a huge share of fatal wrecks. Riders lose control, and there's nobody else to blame. Down here in the Southeast, riders get comfortable with twisty roads and warm weather. Sometimes that comfort becomes complacency. That's when pride kicks in. That's when the road takes advantage. If someone's faster, let them go. If someone's slower, give them room. There's no trophy for pushing it too hard. Middle of the lane is where oil and debris lives. Left track for visibility, right track for escape. I move in the lane to be seen, not to look cool. Lane position isn't style, it's strategy. If traffic behind me feels wrong, I adjust or I get out of the way. Control your space, or traffic will. Speed isn't the real killer, surprise is. In South Carolina and across the southeast, roads are long, open, and inviting. But that invitation doesn't come with a contract for safety. Only about a third of fatal bike wrecks involve speed as the primary cause, because most wrecks happen at legal speeds when someone got surprised or picked a losing line. I ride fast when the road earns it. Clear sight lines, clean pavement, clear exits. I slow way down where surprises live. Intersections, driveways, town roads. If you don't have time to react, you're already wrong. I've scraped leather off asphalt before. Skin loses every time. South Carolina doesn't require helmets for all riders. That's a part of why too many riders here still go without. Riders who don't wear helmets are far more likely to die when a crash happens. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. I don't dress for comfort, I dress for survival. The cold and the heat, that fades. Scars don't. Here's when the road really bites. Summer is the worst. In the southeast, riding season is long, which means more riders and more wrecks in May through September. National data shows fatal motorcycle crashes spike in the late spring and summer. Weekends and afternoons matter. Busy traffic, unfamiliar drivers, returning tourists, wrecks pile up Friday through Sunday, especially afternoon into the evening. Night riding in South Carolina is riskier than most places too. South Carolina has one of the highest nighttime fatal motorcycle speeding crash rates in the U.S., more than twice the national average. Clear days, they still bite too. Most South Carolina motorcycle collisions happen on clear or cloudy days. Good weather doesn't make riders invisible, just complacent. None of this means don't ride. It means ride aware. Patterns matter. I ride to come home, not to impress strangers, not to teach drivers lessons, not to prove anything. Motorcycling, it ain't fair. It don't forgive your mistakes. Respect the road. Distrust traffic. Protect yourself. That's not fear. That's experience. Bicycles. You know, bicycles aren't cars. They're not motorcycles. They're exposed, unprotected, vulnerable. I give cyclists more room than the law requires. Don't crowd them. Don't buzz them. One pothole, one wobble, one mistake, and they're under your front tire. And that's on you. Being right ain't gonna help you live with that. Every ride is a gamble. But you don't have to roll the dice blind. Know the patterns. Control your space. Check your ego. If this sounds like how you ride, stick around. If it doesn't, think on it. Either way, keep the rubber down and make it home. Well, I think I'm gonna cut it here. And as always, I'll see you down the road.